We are here with the one, the only Lisa Barlow to talk all things RHOSLC of Salt Lake City. I saw the first episode. I missed you in the first episode. I mean,
oh my gosh, it was weird.
It was so weird not having you there, and I kept thinking you were gonna pop in, and then you didn't. Did it surprise you that you were still the main topic of conversation, even though you were not there?
I was so surprised. I got one phone call. I was at South by Southwest doing 2 premieres, one for Ben Affleck's new film, The Accountant 2, and then Blake Lively's Another Simple Favor. Both were amazing. And so when I got a call, I was like, wait, why are they talking about me? This is so weird. They didn't show it, but like I got a call and I guess they're like, Britani's defending you. And I'm like, great, that's amazing. Thank you. You know, and they're like, will you solve this? And so I thought I would be, and you know, like I was part of the group too before they left. So I was kind of surprised that A, I wasn't in anything, and B, that I was the topic of conversation. I was like, this is ridiculous. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Well, it was wild to see like all the theories about why you weren't there. It wasn't, nobody just left it as she has a business thing. It was, oh, well, maybe she doesn't want to be with Bronwyn. Maybe fans were thinking that you were holding out for your contract.
No,
you know?
I mean, that was, I saw that online and I'm like, I know what I can negotiate and what I can't negotiate, and that's something I know I can't. So, but I thought that was a crazy theory too. I was working. I've always been someone that works, like since season 1. You know, they showed me I was shown moving a chair, but like I do a lot of really big deal experiential activations, and for me, this felt like important for me to get back to feeling like me. And I'm like, these are the things that make me me. I'm a true Sag. I like to be busy. I define myself by my accomplishments. So, you know, it felt good to be doing something like 2 premieres in Austin instead of like being in an RV.
Yeah, right.
I was like, I didn't miss out.
From the moment they got into the RV, everybody was kind of talking about where you were, but Britani, like you said, was really defending you.
Are you kidding me, Britani?
No, I'm not kidding.
You don't know anything about my business.
I think Whitney's just saying this because she feels emboldened that Lisa's not here and she can say whatever she wants and get away with it. And she doesn't think anyone's going to defend her, but oh no, au contraire, I'm going to.
When did you guys become so close? Was there kind of like a moment where you're like, oh, this is a true friend?
I get Britani, and I do think she was being a great friend, and I've never had that before, so that felt amazing. Like when I was watching it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is what it feels like to be defended. I like love this. I thought it was so awesome of her to do that when I wasn't there, and Britani and I share some mutual friends from college, and they speak so highly of her, how smart she is, and like what a great person she is. So I think I just felt a little more like endeared to her because people I love her. So I think, you know, I think that helped to like, you know, Britani and I go on a journey this season, but I think, you know, not being there and having someone defend me felt amazing.
Yeah.
And I've seen her do it for others too, so that was really cool.
How did you think Heather and Meredith did with defending you once they got to the picnic table and everyone was talking there?
I think Heather did a great job too. I mean, Heather and I have worked really hard on our friendship. I don't even know if it's work, but we've like evolved in our friendship. So I felt like that was so cool to watch Heather, you know, have my back too, and Meredith too. Meredith and I have a serious friendship, so like even if she's quiet, I know she's got me, and I feel like Meredith had my back, and she made great points.
There was a wild point in the conversation when Angie K compared you to Jen Shaw.
One might say it's similar to what Jen Shaw did.
What the are you spewing from your mouth, Angie K?
Wait, that was a bad analogy.
And Bronwyn kind of co-signed it by reminding everyone that you had compared her to Jen Shaw last year in a tweet. What's your response to all of that?
Well, the comment about me being like Jen Shaw is like even beneath me. I wouldn't even comment on that. But in me calling Bronwyn that, it was just the deviousness. It was the lies that I was referring to. And I felt like with Jen, when it wasn't a legal thing, she was like brutally honest about herself, other than a legal situation. And so, you know, Bronwyn was being shady, and I felt like, you know, like I've seen that behavior before, and it, you know, that's my comparison.
Right.
I mean, she flat out lied.
She admitted it too in the season premiere. She said she lied because she, you know, wanted to fit in with the cool girls kind of thing.
I don't think that's true. I think she stole a play from Monica's playbook when Monica bought she actually bought the Louis Vuitton bag and then said she was doing it to fit in. I mean, if Bronwyn wants to go with that narrative, she can explain her Instagram and, you know, a plethora of other things on how she's trying to impress not just us, but like everybody. So I thought that was like a cop-out. Like, I think it would have been better if she just said, I lied to Andy Cohen's face, your face, Nick Viall of Viall Files, when I said it's a dick measuring competition, to say I bought the necklace. And the big thing there was I introduced her to the jeweler. So when she put the jeweler in the precarious situation she did, the jeweler came to me and was like, what do? I don't want to affect your relationship with Bronwyn. She was being like literally kid gloving this situation. And so I thought it was nasty what she did to the jeweler too.
I'm not sure if you saw, but John Oliver recently went on Late Night and was kind of singing his praises about the show. And I know he said that he wanted Jen Shah to come back when she's released from prison, kind of called on Andy to make that happen.
It's a rich text.
Do you know whether she gets to go back on the show when she comes out?
If she does not get to go back on the show when she comes out, Andy Cohen is not the super producer that I think he is.
What did you think of everything he said?
Everything John Oliver said was like amazing. His enthusiasm, like I died. He's so just like important to culture, and to have him love our show so much and to like know who we are, I think it totally had me taken aback in like the best way possible. And I think he's hilarious. Like, we all know he's so funny, but it made me feel so good. I'm like, he's so iconic, and icon is so overused, but he is both of those. And it was like, oh my gosh, he said my name, I died.
To bring it back to the premiere, you know, you and Whitney have also kind of had your ups and downs. Toward the end of the episode, she opened up about having a failed business, but she kind of segued the conversation into wanting you to open up about your businesses and lean on the women.
And I'm not scared to admit it. And I think that's what I'm alluding to with Lisa, is if she would be a little more open, she'd probably find friendship where she can lean on and people can discuss the truth.
What did you think about that and everything that was said in that?
I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. I have the team I need to rely on, and that's my legal team. They brought up Bronwyn brought up lawsuits that are over a decade old. It's not like I have 5 lawsuits right now. Yes, we've been sued. Yes, we own multiple businesses. Yes, that's a part of doing business. And we took it to a court of law and they are dismissed. So judge stamped on it. You'll see more of that this season. But for me to lean on anybody else other than a legal team, or to be like, oh my God, I wasn't worried about it. Like I say over and over again, like, if I'm worried about something, I'll talk to you guys about it, but these aren't things I'm worried about. They're dismissed, they're done, they're gone, some in the matter of hours. And so for me, I'm like, I don't feel like this is a big deal. Why do you guys feel like it's a big deal? And I feel for Whitney and Bronwyn both, I feel like it was a distraction from their real situations and what they're going through. And instead of like, you want to be really honest, focus on yourself. I've never brought up their businesses in a negative way. I've never talked salaciously about them when it comes to what they're trying to create. I never get accolades for the things I do, like selling businesses, opening new ones. I have a great new lounge in Park City on Main Street. I've done a ton of really cool things in my life. And so trying to demean that by saying like, oh, Lisa's been sued. Yes, I've been sued. I'll probably be sued again. It's part of doing business. And I feel like the fact that they thought this was like some big boom or salacious thing was kind of gross.
Right.
And I'm like, what did you do there? Like, you know, remind everyone that they're dismissed, and that should be in everyone's legal vocabulary. Dismissed, it's a good thing.
Yes.
Just like an SEC filing's great.
Well, I want to talk about that trailer because I think you have the most beautiful family, and I was so heartbroken to see that maybe you and John are going to be going through some ups and downs this season.
Feel like we're on different pages.
Who's the water sign?
My husband.
Why do you feel like you're just rebuilding trust?
I don't know.
Why would she say, don't tell John I borrowed the money?
Is this the mystery man that Andrew talks about?
What can you say about how that's going to play out?
John and I have been married for a very long time. Jack will turn 21 this year. We've been married for 22 years together, 24. We don't have a perfect marriage, but we have a great marriage. And we do have differing opinions. John is very type A personality, super smart. He has great ideas. They're different than mine. And I think it's like finding places in your marriage where you're like, you get to be you 100% and I get to be me 100%. And sometimes with that, like I felt like John's always like wanted me to be my best self and to do anything and everything that makes me happy as I want that with him. And I think that there's sometimes where we're not on the same page, and it's from parenting to business. John's much more private than I am. I'm a Sag. I say everything and like want everyone to feel it with me. And I just think like we were on, and you know, sometimes we, throughout our marriage, we've been on the same page and different pages. And I think that's part of being a true couple. Like he's my life. Like I will go out holding John Barlow's hand.